Thank you so much for coming on to the show. Good evening, everybody. So here we are, the Connection Show. This is show number 2. And we have Susan, the published author. Susan, I'm going to invite you to share with everybody your book title, and then we can jump into the story.
Okay, I actually have 2. The first one is The Sex Talk Made Easy. It's probably
Right.
backwards on your screen.
Yes.
Keep your virgin from merging too soon. That's
Right.
more connected with the audience.
Right.
A lot of parents are concerned about when to have the talk.
Right.
It should be something you have all along. But I'm also published in this book called Shine.
Amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, so thank you so much for coming on the show to share with the audience, your journey and our story, how we come across, how we met each other, and how my book, how it connected to you, and all the background stories. I can't wait for you to share.
Well, it's funny because I was doing another exercise about how will you know when you're successful.
Right.
And I thought that's a really good thing I should think about. And I actually wrote down 7 things. One is I wake up smiling and I have undistracted quiet time because I love to wake up. I'm not always smiling, but I am now. But at the beginning, I just had to make myself smile. Just put my hand on my face or remind myself it's another day. I'm still breathing.
Right.
And then I can walk outdoors without wearing socks because I'm not a fan of socks.
Right. All the little things that sometimes can cause our little frustrations here and then take away our happiness, isn't it?
Yeah. And I love watching the sunrise. It just it's the glow. And especially if it's near water, it just absolutely is.
Same here. I love sunrise. I love sunset.
It's just something about it. So, but I have those 7 things. But how I came across your book is the word connection, the very title. And it's funny that I believe the opposite of connection is addiction.
Right.
And I thought, why are people not understanding that? That those who are addicted, it doesn't matter if it's alcohol or some kind of drugs or gambling, or it doesn't matter. It's because they seek after and desire and deserve a connection to something that fills them, that would replace the addiction. And anyway, I was seeing a homeless man. My daughter lives in Boston. I love going to Boston, let me tell you.
We all know that. all your friends on Facebook
he was begging
know that.
with the sign said, it's my birthday. And then WWJD, that what would Jesus do sign. And we walked past him and I said, I have to give him something. And he goes, we're already past the guy. I said, no, I need to. I just feel like I should. And I actually wrote him a poem. And I handed it to him. I said, I have something for you. And he just beamed a toothless smile. And he put it in his little wallet. He said, I'm going to keep this forever.
I know, because your poems are so beautiful. You wrote one for me as well. And I love the words you write. And I love your feedback from the book to me. That everything you write is so beautiful.
It just flows out of me. So at first I was apologizing.
Writer, that's what it is.
My sister said, what percentage of stuff do you write that doesn't rhyme? I said, well, it just sort of comes out. And then I go, okay, here comes Dr. Seuss. But I know that it's something that I need to embrace because that's a gifting. It's not something that I try to do. It's just something that flows naturally.
So that's exactly what I share.
Poetry. And I connected with that man, and I know he felt happy all day.
Oh,
but
wonderful.
So did I.
Yes, of course.
And that's what drew me in, the title and the concept of that connection thing. And then plus you put the currency to happiness. And currency means money to most people. And I think that was another thing that money always, they think money's going to make them happy. But I know that it's not truly happy until there's a connection And the whole book is,
especially now, right? Especially now,
oh,
because my quote, I've got many quotes in the book, but the main quote is that happiness is another form of wealth.
Yeah.
Connection is the currency to happiness. At this moment in time, we can't, everyone is in a lockdown mode. Connection is everything, right? Connection really is the currency to happiness at this point in time. And happiness really is another form of another form of wealth, the most treasured form of wealth, because at this point in time, doesn't matter how much money you've got, if you get the virus, it takes your happiness away. And so I'm so glad that it speaks to you.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I said, I've also heard that the term money means energy.
Right.
It's a form of energy, an exchange of energy, and what we value. And I thought, I'm pretty much a smiling person. I thought, what if money were smiles?
Yes.
How much would you have? And I was like, well, I'd be a billionaire, because people go, I never see you when you're not smiling. I'm like, well,
I know. I see your Facebook posts, your poems, everything's very, very uplifting and smiley. And I love it when you share that, you were writing the book and that you were having concerns that, that the teacher voice in you. You tell us a bit about that. Yeah.
I was just caught up in, okay, what should the title be? I must have gone through 15 different, I want this and this and this. Wow, that's a little confusing, and that doesn't offer a promise, and that, all kinds of things, and what to keep and what should use somewhere else. And I sound like a teacher instead of an author, like just telling and then your words. It was such a simple thing. Just tell your story. I think you had won maybe a Toastmasters, or you were runner-up in a competition.
Yes, I was second. Yes.
Yeah.
I shared on a Facebook post once that at the time, because I was never a speaker and I'm really shy by nature, but it's my story. It's my story that people want to hear, and I get to tell more and more. Yeah. And then from there, it leads to, okay, let's go and join Toastmasters now to learn the skills. And after only 6 speech at the club, which means it's very minimal, like each speech is no longer than 7 minutes. But after 6 speech, I was nominated to attend the competition. And I was really surprised at the time. And yes, I did come second. So that spoke to you as well.
It was authentically you. And I know that when you said, just tell your story, it started to flow in a much better way. And honestly, I had a flashback while I was rereading your book about the cliff jumping. Like, there's reward on the other side.
Yes.
And you can make the leap. It's not that far, but there's a big crevice. Well, that happened to me literally in my real life.
Yes, so I told about the cliff in the book, in the story, so this is the book. Wow. So it's amazing.
Yeah, it's on page 186 in the ebook.
Oh my God.
But that was a wake-up call. Wow. It was exactly what I needed, that I can take the leap. It's not just, the self-talk is so important.
Yes.
And honestly, way back in high school, I was a state champion in long jump.
Wow.
I feel like I got it by default, because the girl who should have won scratched. Like, she stepped on the line, just her toe went over the line, and so her jump didn't count. Right. But they measured it anyway, and she would have won had she not gone over the line with her toe. Right. But I was next, and so I became the champion, I guess a little bit by default. Right. But I knew I had the ability to leap. And I was mountain climbing in Colorado, and these 2 guys, one was younger than me and one was older than me, and the younger one just jumped right over. And then I got to the edge, and I wish I hadn't looked down, but it was like, just, like when fear and challenge meet.
Yes.
You just kind of lose your breath for a minute. And I had to step back and thinking, that's a long way down.
No wonder why
he said, just do it.
No wonder
but
why
if you don't want to, it's a long way to walk.
So what happened in the end? Did you jump?
I did. And then but I had to talk to myself first,
Yes.
you know, like, listen, it's
Yes.
not that far.
Yes,
It's
yes.
flat on the other side.
Yes.
You just watch somebody else do it. You
Yes.
know you can do it.
Right.
But you know, that's exactly how you have in your book.
Yes,
How the
yes,
people
yes.
on one side want to protect you and keep
Yes.
you safe, and
Yes.
they don't understand what you know is on the other side.
Yes, 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 yes.
And you do have to make that decision sooner or later in life. And yeah, I mean, my husband rolled his eyes, you know, like it was like the homeless man too. When I went back,
Yes.
I have to do this.
Right.
And what do you have to do that for? Just, we got other things to do.
Yes.
But I needed to make that connection.
Right,
It was something I was supposed to do.
Right.
I needed to make that leap. That
Yes.
was the
Yes,
next,
yes.
you know, I wanted to experience this mountain climb with these guys, and
Wow.
that was part of it. So,
wow.
Yeah. But my story is I'm supposed to help parents.
Yes.
Who really, really want to keep their virgin from virgin too soon. You know, that was kind of like, you know, I've done this.
Yes.
I've
yes.
had so many students come up to me and ask me questions. Some
Right.
of them are trying to, you know, do the shock value and like, oh, she won't answer this one.
Oh, so you were a teacher before?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right, right,
yeah,
right. Okay. So were you a high school teacher, or obviously you were?
I
If you were
actually
talking
have taught every grade,
right,
from
right,
kindergarten all the way
right,
up to seniors,
right,
and
right.
up to college for a while too.
Right. Yes. So I remember when you wrote to me and say, you know, the teacher voice in me, you know, I couldn't go past it. So, oh, so amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm
And
so,
so it was just about, well, you know, this happened to me. And
yeah, right.
like the audio book, that's the part where I just tell the story that's in the book
Right.
that helped
right.
me say,
Right.
I just have to write this. I have to write this.
Right.
So,
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. So I share in the book that we just have to give ourselves the permission. Because, you know, yes, too many of us still waiting for the permission, you know, waiting for somebody to tell us it's okay to do it. And so I explained in the book that, you know, we just have to give ourselves the permission, don't we? And I'm so pleased you did. I'm so pleased it speaks to you. And it's amazing. The clip stories speak to you so much.
yeah. And everyone, even, well, the one about passion too,
Yeah.
when you were talking about, I think the first time I read through the book, the most enduring was the 5 F's.
Yes. Yes.
You want to go through
Fs.
those? It starts with family. Yeah.
So the 5 F's. Maybe we shouldn't give out too much because we want the readers to read it. But yeah, no, we can't not tell. It's a bit slack, isn't it? Once we mention it, we cannot tell. So the 5 F's is the 5 pillars, so-called, right? That is built up to the connection to help us achieve our happiness. And the first one is friend. The second one is family. And the third one is finance. So friends, family, finance, right? I'll let you do the fourth one.
Well, I have the different 5 F's.
Oh,
I put they're parallel in that they never change.
Okay.
I have one that's fear, and one that's fun, and one that's future. But we connect on the family.
So the five F in the book is family. Family, friends, finance, fitness.
Yes.
Fitness and fidelity.
That's
and there's a whole interesting definition on fidelity that I explained in the book. So that's the 5 F's.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what I do with my students and parents and families and whatever is I play the 5 F interview.
Right.
And we talk about family first.
Right.
And then we talk about food.
Oh.
And it's one that you love and one that you would rather not eat.
Right.
And then everybody has that.
Right.
And then fun, if time or money were no object, where would you go and what would you do?
Oh, that's a good one.
And that leaves all the fantasy and dreaming that you can imagine.
Yes.
And then we talk about fear, something that you're afraid of.
Right.
And then we talk about something you're looking forward to, the future.
Right.
So those are my 5 F's.
So and amazing.
I love the parallel.
So amazing. Oh, that is so wonderful, Susan. I am so pleased that, you know, my messages, the book help you to go forth. Now you published 2 books and the audio book. Amazing. So what's next? Are you writing another book?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
My husband was asking, somebody was asking about that. And he said, yes, she's writing about 7 of them.
Wow.
But there's so much of the poetry that I've collected that
I love your poetry. Thank you for writing the poem for me. It's just so beautiful. We should, I should post that one. I should post a poetry you wrote together with this interview.
I have this, yeah, sure. And I'll probably write another one and then I'll send it to you. But
that would be so lovely.
I'm thinking of one called Crisis Cartwheels, or Cartwheels in Crisis.
I know, your cartwheel is just amazing. How you could just do it in a train. I wish I could do that.
Wanted to. I thought someday I'm going to do it on the T. Right here in Boston, I'm going to just put my hands down and flip over, and then I'll do the.
And even your snowman is built upside down. I just love that. I just love that. We're going to have to show your snowman too now. I don't know how to show that on YouTube, but I have to show that on Facebook, your snowman. Thank you so much, Susan. It's so wonderful for you to make time to come and share with us your story. So basically, we do this because during this moment in time, a lot of people are sitting around with, concerns, anxiety. So I had an inspiration that, at the moment, because I have so many people reach out to me with the message of connection, and connection being the currency to happiness. And I thought, I've reduced the book price right down to under $1 to help everybody get it.
Fantastic.
But at the same time, not everybody still know what the book is all about. So I had an inspiration that why don't I invite you guys to come back and share what you benefited so that it can inspire more people, so that together we can help everybody live their dreams. It's amazing that the book can help you, and now you published 2-3 books and you're writing more. I just want to congratulate you. I'm so happy for you.
I think one of the best things about your book, though, is that every time you read it, or wherever you open it up to, it will benefit the reader. I can't tell you how many times it's like, oh, I want to look back and where did I leave off, or what? It just like there's a magic word or something. One of the magic words that I was ding, like literally, it's like ding, and that was like literally a wake up call.
Wow.
The word ding it's a sound.
Right.
It's almost like a vibration.
Yes.
But
it rings to your
sound
heart
of a message coming in. It's little ice cream toy. The ice cream boy used to ding, 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 ding.
I am so impressed that, you remember these stories and these words so vividly. Like, it must be such a joy for you to read it, for you to remember it so vividly. And it's so beautiful, so beautiful. That's what I was aiming for at the time when I write a book, because this is the book that I couldn't find. I wish that there's just a book that I could just flip up any page, anytime, it depends on my mood. I just flip it up anytime, anywhere, and I could just read that. I don't have to go back to follow the sequence again. But I'm so pleased it does that for you.
And I think there's people out there who need the same permission that you gave me. Just tell your story. Just tell your story. Everybody has a story. That homeless man has a story.
That's exactly why another layer, there's many purpose to this show. That's another deeper layers to this show, is that I'm hoping that all the readers come back and tell their story together. We tell the story to the whole world, and that's what connection is all about. Together we do more, and together we share more joy and happiness.
And it's everyone in every bit of the family. Like, it's good for the mom, it's good for the dad, it's good for all of their children, their pets, their home environment, their community. It goes beyond just a self-help book. That's what I love too.
And what's more is that when one person's happy, the happiness radiates out, isn't it? When
Oh,
you're
yeah.
happy, your husband's happy, and then you go to visit your daughter, the grandchildren, everyone gets your joy magnified, and so it ripples out, and that's what another purpose is, because we want to share joy right now. The world needs
Yeah.
it now, and
Yeah.
that's why I thought, together, let's share our story, let's connect, because this is one way that I'm helping everyone to connect. But there's also, about Three Hearts, because you're one of our
Oh, yeah.
ambassadors.
Yeah.
and so we're doing a lot of sharing love and joy there as well. So we're going to come back and talk about Three Hearts, but I just want to say thank you so much for now for sharing this
Yeah.
story, and I'm so pleased, and I want to congratulate you once again for giving yourself the permission, and now you're a published author, and I'm just so pleased that the book speaks to you so much and help you so much. Thank you
And if I could just give
again.
anybody encouragement, no matter what, if you can wake up smiling, just
Yes,
smile anyway.
definitely.
And the rest of you will follow. If you
Yes,
have the smile first, people will look at you like, what are you
yes,
smiling about?
yes,
But then it makes you smile bigger because you're like,
yes.
no reason.
That's
It
exactly.
really does help. It really does
Yes,
help,
yeah,
especially when you're feeling, down or low or
yeah,
frustrated or confused or
yeah,
scared.
yeah,
Just smile anyway.
yeah.
That's my mantra.
That's beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, Susan. Thank you, thank you. We'll
You've
talk
been
again
great.
soon about Three
We
Hearts.
will.
Thank
Okay.
you, thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank you.